Hello, dear ones. We are Laarkmaa, and we are here to support you on your evolutionary journey. Today, we're going to focus on a different aspect or a different perspective on harmony coming from energies all around you in your environment and in the cosmos. We want to talk to you about the planetary influences, the solar influences, the pressures you may be feeling, all of the things that make you feel like you are somewhat out of control. You have 5 different planets that are retrograde right now, which means 5 different planets are influencing the push for you to go inwards to see what shadows need to be cleared, what thoughts need to be rearranged, what emotions are triggering for you to deal with a different perspective, what needs to change. In other words, this is a time of preparation by going inwards. There are many flavors of going inwards. There's the flavor of looking at what you're feeling and then following through to your thoughts to see what you're thinking, and then examining your thoughts to see how you can change them. There's the flavor of taking a walk in nature in silence and listening to nature all around you. There's the flavor of deep meditation, where you silence your mind and you just listen to what comes from the cosmos in the void, in the silence, in the peace you feel in your heart. There is the flavor of turning towards service with a smile or a kind word to someone else, or the flavor of engaging with a pet with happy energy. There are many different flavors of going inward and returning to your heart. And this is the best medicine you can do right now for what you are going through. In addition to this, you also have cellular memory that is being cleansed out and cleared out from the solar radiation and the CMEs that are coming to your planet. You have an intense solar radiation. Many CMEs are coming on a weekly, sometimes daily basis right now, giving you a lot of plasma that feels like you're moving through tar, or making you feel like your energy is at stake, or doing something to make you feel different, that you don't feel like your normal self. These solar things are actually the sun's guidance in helping you to clear out trauma from parallel lives or earlier in this life at a cellular level, help your body be the transmuting channel for whatever changes need to occur. The sun, the light from the sun, the energy from the sun is definitely trying to help you find a way back towards the harmony that your system needs to be able to continue on your path on this evolutionary journey. You are learning how to rise above your specific challenges. You're learning how to do what you need to do in order to accomplish what comes next. Remember, we have told you that your true mission on this planet has not been reached yet, and that you are preparing for that to come. So, what you're experiencing that seems hard, challenging, or out of normalcy is not really a lesson to be learned, nor is it a punishment for something you have karmically done wrong. Instead, it is an opportunity for you to have soul integration, integrating all of your experiences at a cellular level and finding the way towards harmony as they come together. And you get rid of the traumatic scars and you open up to your many, many gifts. This is a training for your job. This is a training for your mission. And you're right in the middle of that training ground right now. We would also say this is also a form of ascension. What you're experiencing at the physical level, the mental level, the emotional level, all of these have to do with energy of moving out of density, carbon-based form into lighter, energetic, cellular forms that are aligned with crystalline energy, light and water. Water and light make you move towards flexibility, fluidity, and more crystalline nature of who you are. So you're not dying, you are changing. And in the change, you are ascending, but not in the ascension form where you simply automatically and magically change into the next level of who you are, but in a slow process that is achieved through the tremendous amount of work that you are giving into this process, the amount of work that you are achieving through what you do by practicing what you need to learn, what you need to know how to remember to do to help you achieve your highest state of integration. As a form of ascension, there are steps you can learn to ascend in this process more easily rather than fighting it. We have mentioned these steps many times before. Kindness is a wonderful step. Being kind to everyone, including yourself. Focusing on kindness and what you can do to bring a smile, a kind word, or a gentle feeling of touch, or anything that brings the energy of kindness into your own vibration and to all those that you encounter. Gratitude is another step that can be used. Being grateful for what you have rather than focusing upon what you do not have or what you want. This is another step that is appropriate to add in. Also, the step of changing your focus by changing your perspective. When you look at what you're thinking and what you're feeling and ask yourself, how else could this be viewed? How is this for my higher good? What can I experience that is helping me to evolve, helping my soul to achieve its mission? When you change your focus to that perspective, from the third dimensional perspective of, ow, this hurts, or this is suffering, or I don't like it, you automatically are taking a giant step in your ascension process. This is really important for you to know. Many of you are so tired that you're ready to leave. We understand that. We know that point in the evolutionary process. We have been through a similar thing, and we understand when you've worked so very hard and you do not seem to be gaining the effects that you wish quickly enough. When you look around you and see things that are out of your control and you feel like you are not making a difference. But remember, we have told you, you are a networking of light. You are a webbing of light across this planet. So every time you are taking your steps and your responsibility to rise into a higher level of what needs to occur, you are indeed moving forward in a way that that light intensifies and shines out, joining with other webs of light across the planet. Each spark of light is fed by other sparks of light. So whether you can see it or not, we see the light intensifying. We see the light growing. We see that everything you do of a positive vibration and a higher frequency is definitely making a difference. We see it. So we are encouraging you to trust the process. Know that you are doing it, and know that you are doing it from your heart. Wanting to leave is simply a form of resistance to what is occurring. Because you are sick, because you are out of balance, because you are exhausted, because you are discouraged or heartsick, all of these things which are part of the experience of the third dimension at the present moment cause you to put up a resistance of, I don't want this anymore. But resistance keeps you from moving forward out of the discomfort into a higher frequency. So we encourage you to retrain yourself to think differently about what is occurring. Find ways to go back to those steps of kindness, gratitude, and rechanging your focus to a higher vibrational or higher frequency thought. You can do this. We know you can. In fact, you are doing it. You may feel like, oh, I'm not doing it enough. But if you're doing it at all, you're setting a new trend for yourself. You're setting a new gold standard to achieve. You're setting something up that you're going to return to over and over again. Whenever you feel exhausted, whenever you feel ill or out of balance, whenever you feel alone, or whenever you feel discouraged, remember the gold standard of, I'm here to accomplish a mission, and I do that through raising my frequency, not through anything else, changing my perspective and raising my frequency. You have an opportunity to complete your mission, and what you're doing now is part of that opportunity. So we're encouraging you to stay the course, be encouraged by what we say, Know that we are walking this path with you. Know that we are intending, as you intend, that you will move through this very difficult and challenging time. Pia has asked us if we would today speak about the solar maximum that is occurring, as well as the planetary pressures that are happening. Your science has decided, through their archaic scientific methods, that you have reached the solar maximum. However, a solar maximum is not reached on one point, on one day, in 1 month. It is an accumulation of solar activity in CMEs that stretches out over a period of 1 to 2 of your Gregorian Earth years. We would say that if you are being told this by your scientific organizations, it is an admission that they recognize that the sun is doing things that are out of their control. They cannot map it any longer on their charts. The KP index is reaching the maximum that their charts will allow to show. The pressures you are feeling in your body cannot be explained by their science. The things you are experiencing emotionally, mentally, in your dreams, in your spiritual awareness cannot be explained away through their science. But you're entering in a period where the sun is being helpful, bringing you more conscious awareness, more intuitive insights, more ability to connect with one another, and more ability to adjust and adapt to the incoming light that is filling your cells to clear trauma and make way for you to ascend in the next level of your being. So, the solar maximum, while it may be entered into at this time of intense solar activity, is not going to immediately start going downward towards a solar minimum. You will stay in the maximum a year to 2 years of this time before entering the minimum, which will then go through the next cycle slowly. Although both of these cycles, maximum and minimum, have been sped up by the cosmic urge for you to evolve and humanity to make a leap in consciousness, that still does not mean it's happening on one day or in 1 month of your calendar year. It is a process, as everything is a process. So we want you to adapt and adjust as best you can, trusting that what you're going through is for your benefit, trusting that you're being given support from your sun, which is your life giver. Remember, the sun is what brings life to your planet. It's what gives life to the plants, to the animals, and to you. It's what brings warmth. And now it's what brings the energy of change. So all of this is very important for you to integrate as you are clearing out old patterns through cellular memory, old patterns through emotional reactivity, old patterns through habitual thoughts, and beginning to think, feel, and act in a different way. Part of the reason you are so tired and so out of balance is your physical body needs extensive rest. And that doesn't necessarily mean sleep, for you are working when you sleep. You are working almost all the time now because you are light bearers. Rest means being in a quiet meditative state, not exerting physical energy, not being emotionally reactive, and not using too much mental energy either, but simply being in a state of repose where you can absorb what is being given to you and then integrate it into your state of being. You are birthing into a new form of being human. You are the entryway for human consciousness to become the new humans. So it's not a small task. It's a very large one, and it is your mission to bring that forward. We would ask you not to judge the process you are in. We would ask you not to enter into polar duality about what it is or what it is not. We would also ask you not to listen too much to outside perspectives, even ours, about what is occurring. Remember, all wisdom lives within your heart, as we have always told you. And we've always told you, don't believe us or anyone else. Trust your heart. We share our perspective because we see it differently than you do. If it resonates with your heart, accept it. If you do not find resonance with anything you hear, turn into your heart, ask your heart for guidance, and you will find the peace and the guidance that you seek. The more you focus upon dualistic thinking, linear progression, third-dimensional ideas, the more you will feel the duality pressures of resistance, because those who are trying to control you are keeping you stuck in a place of not moving forward in perception, but you are moving forward in reality. So you have to change your perception, change your focus, and realign your thoughts into a higher frequency. Now, the last thing we want to say about this important message is something that is related to healing, which we've been speaking of a lot lately. Healing is energy knowing what to do to rebalance you, and all energy has intelligence. All healing comes through energetic frequency. So if you wish to heal out of the imbalanced state you are experiencing, accept that you are clearing previous traumas out of your system on all levels. Accept that you must refocus your thought patterns and realign your emotional triggers to move through them in a responsible and reflective way. Accept that you have the choice to focus upon higher frequency energies at every moment. And as you focus on the higher energy frequencies, your body slowly begins to realign with the frequencies you need as the sun helps you clear out the trauma that is causing you pain and sickness. Energy medicine is not just moving energy with your hands. It's not just moving energy distantly with your thoughts. It is being in the higher frequency and sending higher frequency out wherever you go. It is a smile, a kind word, a positive thought, a glance of love. All of these things are higher frequency energy. So employ these on a regular basis and know that you are self-healing and also assisting healing to others. It is a trying time. Do not get caught up into the drama of the third dimension. Watch it, witness it, do what you can to stand up and say no where appropriate, withdraw when it is appropriate, and continue being in peace, calm, repose, and focused upon your job of keep yourself in the highest frequencies possible while the cellular cleansing continues as you integrate all the wonderful gifts of who you are. We love you and we trust that you will do fine with this assignment. You're already doing it, and you can continue this, raising yourselves into higher and higher frequencies. We love you. Good always.